Hello, hello! Welcome, guys. Today we are diving into the Deltarune soundtrack. So we're gonna do a reaction, talk about the music, talk about the sound design and instrumentations. We previously did Undertale, so it's proper to continue here with Deltarune. Say hi in the chat. Just gonna make sure that everything is up and running. Hello, hello, hi there, welcome. Swaggy Dodge, the Terminator, Jackson Took, the Show Crow, Lepsio, hi there, Kemal, yeah. See, the chat is running into the stream now. There is apparently a little bit of a delay between the chat, the actual chat, and when it arrives to the screen, but that's life. So improper, Prodin, hi there. Evil Anvil, hi, welcome. Megal Robert, hi there. Yeah, so in tradition, we're beginning these streams listening to one of my own tracks. This is Jade Green. Enjoy! Nice! No, I'm in the blind. I'm in the dark. I see you. Thanks. Thanks. Oh, we have Siggy, my cat, here today. Say hello to Siggy. Yeah, it's on Spotify. Yes, of course. Of course. Yeah, so you can find my music. That was Jade Green from Caravan of Falcons 2022. And you can find my tracks on any streaming platform. Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music. So let's head over to Deltarune, the subject of today. And I got a lot of suggestions how to do the stream for Deltarune. I know it's a lot of chapters. I think it's like 4. Is it 4 chapters? TV time. Oh yes. Yeah, it's good to see so many people join in here today. Thanks a lot. And as always, make sure you leave a like here on the video. You might forget it later on. And yeah, subscribe to the channel. And leave a super chat if you like these reaction streams. Right, so yeah, I got a lot of suggestions how to do the playthrough of Deltarune, or the track playthrough, but I think we can go from like top to bottom here to begin with. So first track out of today, another hymn from Deltarune chapter 1. And you can see I fixed a little nice player. Ta-da! Which might suit pixelated graphics maybe. Who knows? Let me know what you think. Yeah, this is mysterious indeed. So is that like the menu music or something? It really sounds like something for a menu or something with this just pad and its simple flowing melody. But what a nice mysterious vibe. To begin this Deltarune adventure, as I said in the previous stream for Undertale, I was quite surprised for like the variety of the different music and all the different instrumentations in the soundtrack, because I came into that soundtrack reaction thinking it would be just like a pure bit pop or like retro music experience. And then there's everything from like ethnical instruments, there's a piano in there. It's not only like square waves. So that's cool. Yeah, so that was another hymn. Let's continue with the beginning. Sounded like James Bond there in the intro. For a bit. Nice, so that was the beginning from Deltarune Chapter 1, composed by Toby Fox. Yes, I think this second track is really uplifting, especially with that tuba in the bass and the trumpet playing the melody. I always feel when you have these like uplifting tracks, or these more like whimsical tracks, you always have like the tuba. That's quite cool. So I wonder what kind of instruments will be introduced in the coming motifs. Let's see. You still get the chills from that one. Nice. Yeah, it would be cool to see what's up next here. Finlay Gray. Hey Mattias, so glad to finally catch one of these live. Awesome, good to have you here. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification so you don't miss the future streams. Can't wait to hear the credit song. I guess it's quite far down the list. Okay, so next up, School. School's out. Quite short tracks here for the menu. I guess it was the menu. Another hymn and beginning. Clocking at 48 seconds and then beginning 58 seconds. School, 1 minute 20 seconds. Let's tickle the zombie. Thanks for subscribing. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks. The instrumentation here reminds me of like MIDI banks. If you're into anything about music production, you know generally MIDI banks. Those like defined, it's the 120 different instruments in most like all the keyboards and synths. And it really feels like it's that kind of bank used to compose the music. And it becomes a peculiar sound, very like happy and uplifting, and yeah. That little detail is just a little joy, I think. About an uplifting track, School. Oh, I didn't expect that end for the school theme. Yeah, so far very uplifting melodies, except the first track, which was quite uplifting. Quite mysterious, another hymn, yeah. So far compared to Undertale. Undertale was much more like lo-fi, even more like lo-fi and retro sound with square waves, noise and everything. Guitar. Yeah, I definitely feel that you can hear it's supposed to be looping tracks. I know all about that. I've been composing for games for several years myself, so I know all about creating loops for games. I usually do like 1 minute or 1.5 minute tracks, and then you have this little dynamic curve throughout the track. So you have like the Gaussian ratio. So like at 70% you have the peak of the dynamics, and then you go back down a little bit in the dynamics, so that you easily can loop back to the intro again. But I talk all about that in my music, cinematic music production course. And you can probably see them, the link pop up here from now and then, if you care to join in and learn a little bit more about music production. And I also have an ear training course and an ear training app at my website, edu.morningdewmedia.com, if you want to learn how to pick out tracks by ear, which we're doing here today. Next up, Susie. Yeah, guitar. Yeah, so the first one was Suni, where it was quite short, just 28 seconds. It's really hard to know when the tracks end because they are so short. And then we have the door here, so the track just lead into the next one. So I think I need to be a little bit more careful, so I don't let the tracks run into each other. But yeah, let's continue with the door. Now we're back in mysterious land. And then leading into the next one. Yeah, I guess it's gonna be hard to pause. I'm so used to like doing reaction to tracks that actually has like a little fade at the end, or at least you hear when the tracks are gonna end. But since these are looping tracks, they're just cut short, so. But what a chilly track, the door. The bass. Yeah, creepy half steps. But that's so lovely. We always do that. But, you know this one. Just to play on that there. It's called a tritone. This interval. And it can be very, very annoying, especially if you just hear the tritone interval. Like that. But then again, it comes from the fifth. Yeah, so anyone knew which track that was? Let me know. You're just writing, it sounds familiar. Ah, okay, it's a vampire killer from Castlevania. Damn, guys, you gotta pick that one. You gotta know your history. Castlevania 1, vampire killer. That's the best one. Yeah, so next one, Cliffs. Deltarune. Yeah, Symphony Night is the best. Peak soundtrack. Man, that was really eerie. With that like a storm sound. And again, these like annoying notes. We're just heading into the next one, the chase. Sounds like a battle track. Yeah. So that one was sounding a little bit more like a battle track. Again, track just lead into the other tracks. Let's just play the other one, The Legend. Na 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 na. Really gives me like Zelda 1 vibes, this track. Has the same kind of actual sound too. The melody sound. Thus, the title, The Legend of Zelda. Seems like there's a lot of Zelda influences, even in the melodies at times. But what a lovely track, and indeed, I don't think it's anything wrong about paying homage to the gods of game and music, to the original, so to speak. I think it's just paying homage to the masters. Peak. With the songs you heard so far, can you imagine what's happening in the game? Like a succession of events. It's really hard. I mean, just from the title, the beginning. Well, it sounded like a beginning. Then we have school, so maybe we're in school. Susie, we meet somebody called Susie. The door, there's something mysterious. A mysterious door. Then we're out on the cliffs. We hear the storm. There is some kind of chase. And then Link from The Legend of Zelda appears. Just kidding. Just having fun here. I have no idea. Again, this is like a blind reaction. I haven't played the game. I looked at a few like gameplay videos and seen a lot of footage and stuff and heard a lot of good recommendations of it. But not played it yet. And we might do it. We'll see if it appears on a gameplay stream here on my channel later on. Down the line. We'll see what happens. Oh, your mind reader. How do you just describe the entire opening of the game? I don't think I did that. Almost on spot. Ah. Chat, you got it all 100% for right. No way. Yeah, but maybe it's like the storytelling past. Maybe that's... maybe it's the julmust. It's the Swedish julmust, I think. Dum-da-da-da-dum. Oh man, I really have to look up the story after this and see how close we were. Right, so that was The Legend from Deltarune Chapter 1. Let's continue down the line. Laser. It seems like on some of these tracks, like the Legend also, and also in this Lancer track, which is really cool, by the way. I agree with you, it's a cool track, but it seems like you have like 80% of the track, and then there's some twist in the end of the track. Maybe for the loop. Who knows? Yeah, I'll do a live stream here later on talking about my own game music and show how I make the game loopings and how to prepare the track for game looping. Need to go down and check up on my son here, but I'm gonna set off the next track, Rude Buster. Just to have something to jam to. I'll be back! Hi, Cher. Timing. It's all about timing. Yeah, I need to hear the Rude Buster so I can relate to it. Banger! What a mad contrast between the different tracks. Now it's like all jazzy and funky and everything, and all the chord progression. The chord progression is in its right place and everything. It's such a weird contrast to the previous tracks, which had like a super simple harmony, quite simple melodies, and now you have this really SNES banger kind of track going on. Call back to Undertale with that motif. It's a little bit hard for me to... I'm trying to like relate to how the Undertale tracks went, but it's really hard for me just from one listen to the Undertale soundtrack to really get a good comparison to this new one. Sound-wise, it's much easier to talk about the differences between the first one and this second one. But when it comes to actual like melodic content and motifs, it's a lot harder because I only heard them like once or twice. I guess it's much easier if you actually play the game. Because as we talked about, or you talked about, the tracks are loopable tracks. So you'll probably hear like the same melodies 100 times, 20 times at least. Yeah, the Deltarune Undertale fanbase have been brain-rotted with the music and motifs for like 10 years now. I was looking for Deltarune on the PS5 earlier today. Nico, hi there, welcome! We'll see if there's gonna be a Silksong gameplay stream after this Deltarune stream. It depends on how much my son wakes up. He's been sleeping very easily this past like 2 weeks or something. So it's like a gamble to do these live streams. Matey, welcome, thanks for joining in. Fun fact, Undertale is actually an anagram for Deltarune. Kobarsos, if that happens, I'll appear out of nowhere. Yeah, so we have a lot of people in here, that's super nice, but I looked at the statistics on my YouTube channel, and it's like 10% of the people watching my videos that's actually subscribed to the channel. So make sure you hit the subscribe button here below. I'm sorry I'm annoying about this, but I feel it's important. Subscribe, join in, and also hit that bell so you don't miss out, because you're gonna get a notice as soon as we launch these reaction streams, so you don't miss out on anything. And of course we also do gameplay streams, most often, or on Wednesdays and Saturdays we're doing these OST reaction streams, and then on the other days, a little bit spread out, but depending on the mood of the day, we're playing Silksong at the moment. A playthrough of Silksong. And we have Kobarsos in here, Glazers, and Julia, you there? We have some other people joining in here in the chat that comes around and helps me out. Playing Silksong. Vingus, thanks for subscribing. So you can see here, if you subscribe during the live stream, you're also going to get a tickle on your zombie. Yeah, so make sure you also join in on the gameplay live streams. It's all fun, and we talk about the music, we talk about the gameplay, we talk about the game mechanics, design, annoying things in the games, we talk about bosses, and we defeat them. Next up, Empty Town. Nice! And now we're back in Zelda land. Yeah, 3 or 4. The time signature of this track. Dum, 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 dum. It has this very calming feeling. I agree with you. If you have a 3 or 4 and it's a quite slow tempo like this, it's definitely a little bit sleepy. But what a lovely melody. Yes. Yeah, but this track sounded a little bit off in regards to pitch of my piano, so I quit the playing. I'll do it later down the line here. Thanks, Frozen. No, and straight into the next track, Empty Town. Yeah, quite cool track there. 3/4, really calm and tucking you to sleep. Next up, we have Weird Birds. I already heard a little bit of it, but yeah. I guess I can't predict the game anymore after this. weird birds. And then they arrive at the tree. And there were many weird birds. Yeah, I guess some composers... Oh my god. Some composers do use a very weird, like, hertz or weird tuning. Somebody said, like, 432 hertz for A would be better than 440 hertz. It's like the weirdest. Yeah, now it's jam time. Let's go jamming. I agree with you on that. Jam time. Frozen Oasis. Here we go. Let's see how we can jam along to this one. Alright, guys? Banger alert. Are you with me? Fields of Hopes and Dreams. It's just a lovely melody. No! Straight into the other track. Obviously. I knew that was gonna happen. Right, so far, from this listening experience to Deltarune, I feel that Field of Hopes and Dreams is my personal favorite so far. What's yours? I'm just gonna do a rundown here and see how many tracks there actually exists in Chapter 1. But many of them are so short, so I think hopefully we can manage them all. Next we have Fanfare from Rose of Winter. Yeah, I just love to play along to tracks. When I feel the vibe and I hear that it's a banger, I'm gonna play along. That's just how we do here on this channel. So if you want to hear more of that, just join in. And if you want to learn how to be able to improvise to music like this, I suggest that you practice ear training, like I mentioned earlier. And I have prepared a little app for that at my website, edu.morningmedia.com. Just go there and find a little tab called ear training. And there's a few different ways you can train intervals, like the tritone. You know, I have some annoying distortion. Glitch. The fanfare is reused from another game, if I recall correctly. Yeah, with Toby Fox you will see a lot of recurring leitmotif. Now for Field of Hopes and Dreams, it's amazing. But another era theme is also Love is called Scarlet Forest. Look out for that one. Great Taco, hi there. Lovely to see so many new people in here. Make sure to subscribe. We are 252 people at the moment. Nice. Let's continue down the line. Fanfare. From Rose of Winter. So that's the game it's used in before. Okay, was like a steam whistle at the end. What a cool theme. First the fanfare and then a steam whistle. Green C4T. Green C4T? Welcome. Thanks for the sub. Good to have you aboard. Yeah, my guess is that many of these things are just effects. But that's cool. Next up we have Lantern. 1 minute track. Cheers. God, come on. Thanks. Shitey. Yeah, speaking of shy, this theme actually has a little bit of like Eastern influences, I feel. Maybe Japanese? Chinese? At least there's a gong in there. Ha! I caught that one before it started the next track. So that was a lantern. Okay, so that's apparently a shop theme. Is that right? Chat? One of my favorite shopkeepers in game. Not the only one, but one I like. You should react to a 13 AM, a mood ambient track from this OST. Are there more tracks that we can play piano to on this soundtrack? There's a dulcimer. Yeah, I feel there's also more like Asian kind of inspired instruments in there. Dulcimer. Turkish. Are you only doing chapter 1? Yeah, I think we have to spread it across different streams because I only have this little window for the stream, so. Chapter 4, man, that's gonna be down the line. We have to do that later down the line. Okay, so next up, I'm very bad. I'm very bad. Are you? I don't do my beard. Okay, okay. I'm very bad was very short, 14 seconds. And then we're into a checker dance. So let's do that one. Yeah. That makes sense. Right, so what I love about this track so far, I'm just listening to a lot of the sounds here. I hear like Super Nintendo sounds or SNES sounds. These like trumpet stabs, like typical sample from the SNES, I guess. But I just love it in the mixture of these more like modern sounds, or modern sounds. It's still like a GM, generally MIDI sound banks, but funky bass. Probably. Aha, okay. So there was a little nod to Ascore in that one. Yeah, I can't help but think that Deltarune is the SNES game Toby wishes he could have in his childhood. It probably is. Yeah. Yeah, those of us who grew up with the SNES. It's actually, I think it was the SNES that really got me into game development too. I've also developed a few games on my own, like Nisse Playful, Nisse Submarine. But as you all know, with the apps on iOS, most of these were released either as Flash games or on the iOS. But Apple is like notoriously weird to work with, because you can release a game and then they decide to they do some updates on the phones. They release new phones, and then suddenly you need to apply to these new rules for the new devices that they release. And if you don't follow the rules, they're gonna remove the games from the store. So it's like, I'm not happy about that. So now I have all these games sitting, but I have to update them. Maybe I should just put an AI on updating them for the new generation of phones and re-release them again. That would be something. Well, I can't read, I guess that's Russian. I have no idea. I do want to work on a game in the future. Yeah, it's super cool, super fun to work on games. Me and my brother Elrenth is working on a few game projects at the moment. I don't know if he's here in the chat. Elrenth, are you here today? But we are going to do like game testing, and we'll probably do that on this channel. Or maybe we will launch it on the Discord first. It's a multiplayer, like a roguelike game. That means hi. Yeah, I got it was something like that. Hello. Thanks. Hi there. Hi everybody. What's your favorite food, Mr. Piano Man? I like Thai food. I like Indian food. I like good old potatis och korv. Potato and sausage. Swedish meatballs. They are the best. Favorite drink? I usually drink a lot of coffee. Too much coffee. And water. I do like rum. Sometimes. On occasion. And I also drink beer from time to time, but it's been quite a while now since I've had some beers. But now we're into music. So next up, we did Shaker Dance, Quiet Autumn. Yeah, I do drink tea too. Yeah, Indian. Now this track has definitely like Asian vibe, very chill vibe. Okay, so we're into another track already. Quiet Autumn. I like that track. A lot of like introspective quality, like a quiet autumn. But we don't have autumn here in Sweden. Today it's 19-20 degrees minus Celsius. Beat that. But not a lot of snow. We had a lot more snow last year. But I'm sure it's gonna come. We're always hit by the snow. Excited, I'm excited. This is my favorite era theme, beside Fields of Hopes and Dreams in Chapter 1. So next up, Scarlet Forest. Let's see what that one's about. Oh, mysterious. What a lovely introduction to this track. I just loved the vibe here in this track. It instantly takes me back to the early Final Fantasy, maybe also Chrono Trigger. Same kind of vibe, in my mind at least. Yeah, let's see here. I'm trying to catch up with the comments at the same time. Have you ever done a setup rundown and gear tour? Yeah, I do that from time to time. I think I did one on my Patreon quite recently. You can always check out my Patreon if you want. Join in here on the channel, because I'm moving all the polls for OST reaction. We do these polls, what kind of soundtrack I'm gonna react to next Wednesday or next Saturday. And I'm gonna move this into the memberships here on YouTube and also on Patreon. So you'll find the link in the chat here. And also in the description to the video. I always leave the Patreon links and also the Discord link. So join in there and make sure to participate in future reaction polls. But yeah, maybe it's time to do another tour, gear tour around the studio here. I actually changed the lens here on the camera. And that's a little unfortunate for you, because you can't see the nice keyboard I'm playing on here below. Yeah, so let's continue the track here. I need to go and check up on my son, so talk to the chair, say hi. Second time around, but I want to hear the Scarlet Forest. It kind of begins whimsical, but I feel like when you get these flutes and stuff with the trills and everything, it just sounds beautiful. It becomes this really lovely track. Thanks for joining in. Man, all these different small trills, they're so beautiful. It's just add to the. It's not like a whimsical, but it's very uplifting. It sounds like joy when we have these like trills and flares. Yay Bird Animations, welcome. Oh man. Straight into the next track, Thrash Machine. The fun little track, Thrash Machine. But again, I really need to, if I'm away during one of these longer tracks, I'm gonna rewind and play it again. As I mentioned earlier, I have a little son sleeping downstairs. He's just 4 years old, and I'm taking care of him 100%. So that's why I do need to run down sometimes to check up on him. But that's just life. That's my life, and there's nothing to do about it. It's just how it is when you're a father of 3, the mother of 6. Lancer. Yeah, it's always cool, these little variations that you get in the end of the themes. Very cool. VS Lancer next. Thanks. Man, from that track from VS Lancer, sorry, which is like very happy, uplifting and everything. This really joyful tune to the basement. So we're going from the highest highs of the happiest Mr. Duck happiness to the basement. Anyone know that soundtrack? Breath of the Wild. Matt, do you like guitar? I guess I do. I have a few of them. Let's see how in tune this one is. Yeah, this is one of my most favorite guitars of all time, I think. This is a Seagull acoustic guitar. Electric. Not electric, but it's a steel string. But a built-in microphone. But I rarely use the microphones on my acoustic guitars. I mostly use microphones. Thanks! Love that guitar. Came from Undertale video. Glad to make it here. Good to have you aboard. Thanks for joining in. Nice. Thanks a lot. Glad you liked it. Yeah, I'm just improvising. I didn't even know if it was in tune. I've not played it for a while. But yeah, I do have a lot of electric guitars. We have some Fender guitars, Fender Player Plus. I have a Gibson Midtown Custom guitar, which unfortunately needs to go to the workshop because it has some weird intonation problems. Do you ever play bass? Yeah, I do play bass. I actually did a video on a bass pedal. I'm gonna show you that one. Now this becomes a totally different live stream. Now we're talking music gear. But I did a recent live stream. Not a live stream, but I did a recent review video. Lost Mage, thanks. I did a review video of the Tonix for bass recently. So yes, I did play a little bit of bass. And here's the guitar version, which most guitarists probably know about. But now there's a bass version. So I did a video of that one. Yes, but we're here for, Deltarune. Imminent Death. Yeah, now we got the blues going. Cheers, chat. Ping. Cheers. VS Susie versus Susie. Is this also, I guess it's a battle theme. Is it a battle theme? Let me know in the chat. But again, I'm not surprised anymore when it comes to like changing from these more simpler, generally MIDI type of sounds or SNES sound banks. I think he was using like sound font sound banks when composing, at least Undertale. But here in Deltarune, I have no idea what he's been using, but it's always fun when you can hear more realistic sounding instruments in the mix too. But I'm not surprised this time. Last time I was very surprised because I thought it was going to be like a bit pop soundtrack. But yeah, what a cool track. Unfortunately, I can't play any guitar here to the tracks because there's some weird delay between the music. No, the camera. It's like 275 milliseconds delay on the camera. So I have to delay the microphone audio. And then the music is in time, so to speak. So my playing would be 275 milliseconds later. It's all fine to play guitar just by itself here, like I did before this track, but I can't play along to the tracks with the guitar. With the piano I can do that, because that's delayed in the streaming application. Sorry for all the technical jargon here, but just trying to explain why there's not going to be a play-along. Who cares? Wonderful! Okay, and now we're right back into the square waves, the retro sounds, ship sounds, ship tunes, the SID ship from the C64, VS Susie, yeah, but a cool track. Love the guitars. Thomas, hi there. Luke Boomwalker, nice. Hello, Susie Gaster. Bowser type song. Yeah, that was exactly what I was thinking about. So true. So true. Bowser type song. Boomerang. He nailed it. It's a Bowser track. Yeah, the sounds is like straight from Bowser. That's Kaard Castle. Just love those na da da da. It's so lovely. Man, you're like really put off because there's so much change, sudden changes. Damn. So that was the Kaard Castle. It began like this Bowser track, and then it turns into this more beautiful more melodic piece. And now we're going back to more traditional instruments, I guess. At least it sounds more stereo. In the Rouxls Kaard. Rouxls Kaard. Rouxls Kaard. Ah, okay. Sorry. Let's do it. Rouxls Kaard. Yeah, lovely to that we can induce some lovely nostalgia. That's always lovely. I'm so happy to share the nostalgia here. Although I haven't played the Undertale myself or Deltarune, but I am listening to the music. And I know all about nostalgia because I played most of the NES games and yeah, have a lot of nostalgic memories from gameplays myself. Yeah, I'm still not used to it, even though we've listened to like, what is it, 25 tracks. Yeah, something like that. I'm still not used to that they are so short. Usually during these streams we have like 5-minute tracks and sometimes 7-minute tracks and now there's like 20-second tracks. So why not just continue here? April 2012. Oh, it is. Yeah. And again, we're straight into the next track, Hip Shop. Yeah, so actually I should have posted this a lot earlier. But I'm gonna post you. Hello. Stop it. Stop sending emails in the middle of midstream. Yeah, so I'm gonna post you the URL here for the playlist that I'm using today. And it's just the chapter 1 music, just so you know it. We're not doing chapter 3, 2, 3, 4. Maybe we'll do that on a later occasion. Hopefully. I see there's a lot of interest in the Undertale and Deltarune, so hopefully we can do that. Yeah, so next track, Hip Shop. Ah, chill out track. Whoa! Here's the thing. Yeah, it's a cool track, Hip Shop, but again, too short. I was just feeling the vibe and wanted to improvise over the track. So maybe I should put it on repeat and improvise. But anyways, the next track here, Gallery. Just by hearing the first seconds of this track, instantly it takes me back to the Fez soundtrack. Did any of you play Fez? Chat, did you play Fez? Let me know if you played Fez. If you didn't play Fez, just that's also an experience you have to go through. It's just a wonderful game. I'm gonna write the title. Fez. Just go and play that game. That's just a disaster piece. He made an amazing work on that soundtrack. It's just a gorgeous soundtrack. And speaking of Fez, takes me instantly to the soundtrack of Tunic. They are obviously different, but they are very memorable soundtracks out of like a sound perspective. It's like a meditative It's almost like the Minecraft soundtrack. React to every chapter. Doesn't have to be right now, but trust me, it's so good. Yeah, I see there's a lot of interest. We're like 322 people watching the live stream at the moment. But that's all fine, all good. Leave a like here on the video. And make sure you subscribe. If you subscribe here during the live stream, I can tickle your zombie. So make sure you subscribe. Tunic, yeah, what a wonderful game, man. It's like having those old booklets that you got when you bought the games back in the 80s and early 90s. But you have the manual inside the game. And it's just, you have to play those games. Fez and Tunic. No-brainers. Superb games. 232-ish likes. Yeah, that's superb. But can we get to 300 before the end of this video? That's the question. So keep pumping that like button. Yeah, I know, the sub notifications are only for people with public subscriptions. Yeah, I know that's a little bit silly. Because sometimes you realize you release a video and you think it's a really good video and then it's like... It's really hard, this YouTube game. But I love making videos. I love sharing music. I love playing. So I think it's a good format. Ah, forgot the zombies. Sir Kevin, thanks for joining in. Good to have you aboard. Ah, man. The Tenevile, good to have you. I wonder if you subscribe, unsubscribe, subscribe, unsubscribe, if that's gonna pop the zombie continuously. Don't do it. It was just a thought. Just a thought. I'm not even gonna try to Eve-give-gif. Thanks for joining in, Eve-give-gif. That's a good flame tornado. Awesome. Maybe we can hit 300 new subs. Or 300 likes on the video. And if you're interested to, if you're interested to join this adventure of these reaction videos and learn more about music and analyzing music, just join in here on the channel. There's a join button here below. Kazami Blue, good to have you. Thanks for joining in. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Sub is pumping, yeah. I'm usually quite bad at shouting that we need subs. Guten Tag. Staunch. Hi there. Yeah, we're doing Deltarune OST today. Deltarune. What about the water tornado? Triforce Trooper, good to have you. I recognize your nickname. I think you've been around. Am I wrong? Triforce Trooper. Luke Boomwalker. Sometimes it's a little bit hard because it might be like 300 names. And some nicknames are more obnoxious than others, especially to remember. I mean, it's really hard to remember, like XYZ, DWHQRII, 4896. Who knows? Yeah, thanks for the subs. Love you all. Okay, so let's go listen to the gallery. I just love this synth sound. But then it's so short, man. It's like a sound effect, but I would have heard more of that. Dark Soul. Yeah, you come to the right channel. We're playing Dark Souls 3. Maybe you've seen that, but... Oh, I'd also like to point out that if you want to watch my previous VODs, gameplay VODs, from Silksong and Dark Souls 3 and also Clair Obscur, you can go to my main page and look at the playlists, because there's playlists for Dark Souls 3, Silksong and Clair Obscur, because I need to set the videos to unlisted after the actual streams, because or else the YouTube weirdo algorithm is gonna destroy my growth here of the channel. It's a weird thing, but yeah, we'll see if I can leave the videos public later on here, but yeah, we have the cat. You saw him. Where are you, Siggy? Where did you go? Where did you go? Big hug from Brazil. Big hug back, man. Or girl. Whatever. Cat in the background. Yeah, he's always around. I guess he's hungry. The cat is called Sigge. Sigard. Kitten spotted. And a snow shadow. I'll tickle your zombie. Welcome. Will you play someday Undertale Deltarune? I have so many games in my backlog. And as I mentioned, we're doing Silksong at the moment, Dark Souls 3. And we're playing Bloodborne. And these are like ultra hard games. I have no idea why I've like chosen the hardest games ever to play. It's like silly. Why don't you just play Link to the Past or something? Look back, he's in the bushes. Aha, okay. That's where he is. Thanks for pointing that out. Yeah, he likes to sit up there. That's his place. Yeah, it's peak games, Silksong and Bloodborne. Man, I love those games so much. But I just hope that they make an update to Bloodborne. I know a lot of people has been speaking about that, but we'll see if that happens. Like 60 FPS and full 4K, that would have been so wonderful. But it's still a good game, but it would have been great to have an update. Yeah, so let's continue here. Chaos King. Now it's like boss music again. Gilligan, tack för joining in. Yeah, yes, I'm a big sucker for these type of dun 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 dun. These rhythms, it's just so lovely. I'm a big prog rock fan. I also played a lot of like progressive metal and progressive rock. So big sucker for these type of rhythms. Oh, now we're talking. Thanks. Thanks, Mikey Spikey. Tack för the super chat. What a track. So that was Chaos King. I need to remember that one. That was a cool, really cool track. And as always, they're just leading into the next track. So this is Darkness Falls here, next up. Right, so I saw we had... yeah, big thanks, Mikey Spikey, for the super chat. Big thanks. Yeah, so if we have more people in here who wants to contribute to the channel, leave a super chat. Always welcome. Thanks. And all your support helps. Nico, his past Trobio, got Clawline. Yeah. Trobio! Yeah, that boss was kind of hard. And Phantom. I love that boss fight. If you haven't watched my boss fight against Phantom in Silksong, just watch that one. I have a separate video on just the boss fight up on my YouTube channel. I'll post the link here, so you can watch it after the stream. Ta-da! there we have it. Valla Valla Man, thanks for joining in. Trabio! I'm doing my best depiction here. We need another lesson. Big chapter, final boss. Yeah, that boss fight is... all the boss fights in Silksong, they are amazing. It's just an amazing Metroidvania. I had a little bit hard time getting along with the controls in the beginning, but it's a hard game. That's just how it is. Yay bird animation. Thank you. Trabio! Trabio! Can't wait for Silksong's Sea of Sorrow. Yeah, I'm totally eager to. I'm gonna get onto that one after. But first I need to finish Silksong. I think we have still a long way to go. Trabio's my favorite character from Silksong. It was just adorable. But I love the Phantom too, because I'm a big fan of Phantom of the Opera. There's so many good songs in that opera, pop opera. Okay, so let's continue with The Darkness Falls. I think I made a track back in the day, also called Darkness Falls. I guess it's not an uncommon track name. Coder, null. Yeah, what a sweet lullaby. No, is that the Game Over theme? What a lovely Game Over theme. Darkness Falls. Man. So lovely. Just kidding, I'm not gonna ruin the experience. And straight into the next track, the Circus. Yeah, we'll do that instantly. But lovely track, as I said earlier. When I get the vibe and I feel it's a wonderful chord progression or whatever, I'm gonna jam along. That's just how it is. That's how we roll. Next up, the Circus from Deltarune Chapter 1 by Toby Fox. How do you like my new player? Let me know here in the chat. Man, this is mysterious. This Circus. Yeah, so we can all agree that the circus is mysterious, I guess. A mysterious circus. I have no idea in what kind of context the theme is used. Some kind of circus, but who knows. This chapter, super boss battle theme. I can do anything. Lovely. Holy Beggar. Will you listen to the full OST? All the chapters? Unfortunately not today. We will have to deal with the other chapters another time. I only have like this limited time, and I have a son downstairs who wakes up all the time, especially these past 2 weeks. So it's like a gamble here doing the live stream. I might need to run down a little now and then. Oh, the cat went down. Guess he was too hungry. So let's continue with the next track, The World Revolving. Yay, bird! Welcome. I think I recognize your nickname. Your pseudonym. Welcome. Thanks. What a track. Now that's a whimsical track. Damn, the tempo really caught me off guard here. yeah, I always guessed that one was for like a boss fight or some kind of fight, at least, some battle. Metamorphosis. I'm with you in the dark. It's just a simple game. No. I love the main Deltarune motif coming back over and over in all kinds of ways. Yeah, that's so sweet with the games that they reuse the themes and place them in various ways and do stuff with that. It makes a more cohesive experience, I feel, and yeah. Yeah, it was really like childish or cynical, yeah, indeed. Next we have Friendship, so let's see how that one behaves. It's always fun to hear, like, you have one track that's like a retro sounds, chiptune style, and then another track that's more like realistic instruments, and then it really jumps all over the place. Speaking of chiptune. Sounds very like anthemic, like an anthem, this friendship theme so far. But again, Sid, chiptune. Yeah, I'm gonna remember the theme from Friendship, and let's see where that one pops up later down the line. Yeah, so we just 8. Okay, so we surpassed 300 likes. Thanks a lot. Thanks. Thanks everybody for joining in here and subscribing, and also leaving a like here on the video. That means the world. Thanks. It really helps the channel to grow if we have engagement on the videos. Yeah, so next up, the Holy. It's a short one. Another short one. Back to SNES. No. That's a little bit sad when you find a track that's very interesting and inspiring, and then it's just dies off too early. Yeah, we have your power. The same motif, yeah. Bam, bam, bam. And then it's just the motif from Friendship. Lovely. A town called Hometown. Finally a longer track. Ooh, what a leap in the melody. Yeah, it sounds very glossy when it's played so high up the melody range. Exactly. Yeah, I thought I was recognizing some of the melodies here. Snowdin theme from Undertale. Yeah, I do remember that one. And I remember I liked it a lot. Ah, that's so sweet. Happy that we can infuse some nostalgia here today. Cannot wait for Chapter 4. Soundtrack is incredible. Yeah, can't wait too. Will be amazing to hear more of these lovely small tunes. A town called Hometown, and straight into a guitar track. You can always come home. Like sentimental titles. Longing. indeed. What a cute melody. Just a wonderful arrangement. Just love the arrangement here, the mixture of the more like lo-fi type of sounds. Not like chiptune sounds, but more like lo-fi sounds. And then this really crisp clarinet, oboe, or wind instrument. So lovely when the bass comes in here.
When the light is running.
What a beautiful voice. So next up we have a track called Don't Forget featuring Laura Shigehara. And I can already say that I adore her voice from that little, just a little snippet I heard. Man. Vocal time. Hope I won't ruin it with some piano. Gonna try to hold back. Hold back the piano time.
When the light is running low and the shadows start to grow, and the places that you know seem like fantasy. There's a light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold, with the truth, the promise in our hearts. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark.
No. And why is it so short? We'll do it again. Just for the love of Don't Forget.
When the light is running low.
Yeah, gives me a little bit of Frozen vibes.
And the places that you know seem like fantasy.
It's sung with such an like innocent voice and with a lightness.
There's a light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold, with the truth, the promise in our hearts. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark.
Yeah, I'm with you in the dark. Don't forget. Maybe another title would have been I'm with you in the dark. Just lovely track. I think we have arrived at the final track before the story. Now it's more like something from Final Fantasy or early Final Fantasy. Yeah, definitely. Aha, okay. Is that also in Undertale? Yeah, what a sweet song for a save file. Save file menu. Undertale memory, it's wonderful. Aran, hi there. Cash Lion, Markin, Cash, welcome. Good to have you aboard. Thanks for subscribing. Just listen for those fills with the woodwinds. No! This is one of those tracks where it's not in proper tuning for 440 Hz. God. And I wanted to improvise. Yeah. Another time. Yeah, that's straight into Megalovania. Yes, I guess we have finished all the tracks from Chapter 1. I think this is just, yeah, we're in Undertale now. Right, so what's the verdict for today? For the Deltarune? Quite the experience. And I found many tracks here that I really enjoy, and what a variety in instrumentation and sound spheres. Again, I feel that many of the tracks are just too short. I would have loved for them to prepare, like many other game companies do. They prepare the tracks for the soundtracks to fit. Also, like for film scores from films, they also prepare them a little bit for the film score soundtrack releases. So they're either like cut short or they're prepared to a more proper length. Because it would have been nice to have some of these tracks around at least 3 minutes. But I guess you can put them on repeat and call it a day and jam along. Yeah, so big thanks here for everybody joining in today. Just what a massive support here of this Deltarune stream. Thanks a million for joining in, and man, 349 likes on the video here. That's quite an achievement. Better than Undertale, trust. Yeah, I need to listen a little bit more, but there was plenty of cool tracks in there. Again, we're gonna end the stream here with one of my own tracks. We always begin the streams and end the streams with one of my tracks. And today I think we're gonna end with a track called Icarienna. It's a chill track, just to build on the chill feeling of the last tracks of Deltarune. So this is Icarienna. You can find this track on all streaming platforms. But I'm gonna be around here for the rest of the track. And this is not a 30-second track. This is a 4 minute 46 seconds. Yeah, thank you for joining in. It was a blast. Always a blast to listen through tracks and analyze a little bit of music. Play along a little bit and chill out. When is Chapter 2 planned? I have no idea. I guess we're gonna do a couple of game streams here the coming days, and maybe on Saturday I'll do another OST reaction stream. But we do have to do Minecraft beta. And I'm also thinking about doing Horizon Zero Dawn, but I'll do a poll request, I think, for the next reaction. And the poll request will be, if you join in here on my channel, you can participate in the poll for the next music reaction. Or join in on my Patreon. Patreon.com/Gelheim. All the links, as always, in the description. Yeah, Swaggin' Dog. Yeah, people, make sure to join in on the Silksong gameplay. For you. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. Yeah, it's like a chill winter morning. You see the sun in the distance. And everything is calm. Or a summer morning. Yeah, thank you all for joining in. This was Icarienna, one of my own tracks. And you can find that on all streaming platforms, also here on YouTube. Yeah, so thanks for joining in today. I'll see you in the next reaction stream. And make sure you join in on the gameplay streams too. We're having tons of fun there. We talk a lot of music and game mechanics and game design. And it's not just pure gameplay. And for those of you who already join in on my Silksong streams or the gameplay, I did get that TMR controller today. My brother was here and dropped it off. So we're gonna have an awesome controller for Silksong next up. Because I've had a lot of problems. I destroyed 2 PS5 controllers playing Silksong and Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3. I don't know if it's me or it's the controllers, because I've never destroyed controllers on the PS4, but apparently on the PS5, maybe it's like a lesser quality. They look really pristine with it and everything, but thank you very much. I'm so glad that you enjoyed the Icarienna. I took a lot of effort making that track, a lot of orchestration and thinking. But I have many other similar tracks in the same kind of ballpark. Yeah, thanks a lot for joining in. And yeah, for those of you who haven't left a like here yet, make sure to leave a like on the video and go ahead and watch my past videos until the next live stream. I have tons of music reaction videos on all kinds of different games. We've been doing like Dark Souls 3. Speaking of Dark Souls, we've been doing a lot of Silk Song. I have plenty of these Clair Obscure reaction videos. Just love that soundtrack. And we did the Witcher 3. We did Outer Wilds. We did some Lies of P. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens next. Yeah, we're only doing chapter 1 today. Unfortunately, it's time limitations. And it's getting late. I'm getting hungry. I need my evening sandwich. So thanks for joining in today. And see you next stream.